Hi guys, the Russian Fazbear here. You know what really grinds my gears? Ceiling fan control systems that were extremely short-lived and hard to find. Case in point, here we have a Casablanca Low Ceiling Series in antique brass. Now, for those of you who don't know what a Casablanca Low Ceiling Series is, it's basically just a Casablanca Four Seasons that came packaged with an LCA, short for low ceiling adapter, and utilizes the Slumber 5 control system. But, apart from that, it is identical to a Four Seasons. It's even labeled as such, even though the technical model name is Low Ceiling Adapter. It's from May of 1985. And the AC just kicked on. Not sure if you can hear that. And up there is the LCA. Then right there is the 5-speed choke knob for the Slumber 5. Alright, and now we will go ahead and demonstrate this fan, starting with the light. Now, for those of you who don't know what an LCA is, first of all, you're living under a rock, and second of all, it is one of the kits, I guess you could call it, that Casablanca offered that allowed you to mount their fans to a room with low ceiling clearance. There was also the fan lifter, which was just like your traditional Casablanca downrod, except it was a lot shorter. And then there was also the LCA, again short for low ceiling adapter. Now, ordinarily you would have to buy this item separate, however with the Low Ceiling Series it came packaged with the fan, hence the model name. And now we will go ahead and start it off on low, or speed 1, as some may refer to it as. So, as mentioned towards the beginning of the video, Slumber 5 is a rather uncommon control system that you don't see very often nowadays. It was only available for 1 year, 1985, and then it was axed and replaced with Slumber 3, just basic 3-speed. So, a little bit of history behind this control method. At the end of 1984, Casablanca was finally catching wind of the fact that Slumber Quiet was not at all a reliable system. They had probably received reports of, fans not working, electronic components burning up, the works, So they figured, okay, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board and, come up with a new control method. So they did, and now earlier that year, or possibly late 83, either that or early 84, they had already come up with what would be one of their breadwinner control methods for years to come, IntelliTouch. However, I guess they just wanted to have, another control method that used a pull chain and was less like computerized, the one that was a little more quote-unquote simple, I guess. That's my rationale anyways. So they thought we could just go to, basic 3-speed like they'd been using for the Delta at the time, but they figured, now we'll give a more, ambitious and kind of like unique control system one more try. So they came up with Slumber 5, which go up to speed 3 now. Came up with Slumber 5, which is very similar to Slumber Quiet and Cardboard Box Variable Speed before that. The pull chain does the same thing, it just cycles through the fan and light turning on and off, but and then you have the little knob that changes the speed of the fan, but instead of being variable speed, it's a click knob. And apologies if the camera keeps losing focus. I've already tried recording this video like 5 times and I keep getting the camera just keeps blurring out for some reason, so hopefully it's not too bad this time around. Then we'll go up to speed 4, or I guess medium-high. Yes, so Slumber 5 only lasted 1 year. It was introduced in early 1985, right after Slumber Quiet got axed, and then it was axed itself at the end of 1985 and replaced by Slumber 3 in 1986. Now, Slumber 5 was a good idea, however, I think one of the main reasons why it was discontinued so quickly is probably because you had to reach all the way up to the fan itself to, change the speed of the fan. Because imagine if you, this wouldn't be the case with this model, of course, but imagine if you had, say, a Slumber 5 Delta 2 and you installed it on a high ceiling. You wouldn't want to get, like, a dining room chair or a ladder even to go all the way up there and click the little knob to change the speed every time. No, you just get a wall control instead. Now we'll take it up to high. Cane blades of the other fan are trying to get in the shot. Yeah, so I believe the inconvenience factor was one of the big reasons that this thing got axed so quickly. And again, you had to do it with Slumber Quiet and Cardboard Box variable speed as well. So why exactly those ones lasted longer? It's actually a pretty good question that I'm not aware of. Blows pretty good air on high despite being very close to the ceiling. I got 2 of these off of Craigslist recently, the other one being identical to this one. A video on the second one to come soon. So, at the end of the day, with the Casablanca Low Ceiling Series, utilizing the Slumber 5 control function, the intricate circuits, to my eyes, look very complicated and very hard to follow, and it was only available for 1 year, so it is a very hard-to-find system, Getting one in your collection is definitely a milestone, however, the effort of actually tracking one down can be extremely frustrating, and that's what grinds my gears.